When diving into the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, a series of unconventional theories often emerge, theories that border on the fantastical and ignite human curiosity. Among these, the ideas of extraterrestrial intervention, time warps, and the mythical city of Atlantis stand out, each with its own set of proponents and detractors. The idea that extraterrestrial beings could be responsible for the Bermuda Triangle's enigmatic disappearances has long captured the imagination. Proponents of this theory suggest that UFOs have been sighted in the region, with some going as far as to say that underwater alien bases might exist beneath the depths. They believe that these bases could be responsible for the sudden and unexplained vanishings. The idea was popularized in the 1970s and 80s, with numerous books and documentaries exploring the potential link between UFOs and the Bermuda Triangle. While no concrete evidence has supported these claims, the thought of otherworldly entities monitoring or interacting with our planet through this specific oceanic region adds a layer of intrigue to the already mysterious narrative. Another fascinating theory is the presence of time vortexes or time warps within the Bermuda Triangle. These hypothetical areas are believed to distort time and space, causing ships and aircraft to either vanish completely or reappear in a different time period. While this concept sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, there are anecdotal accounts from pilots and sailors claiming to have experienced time dilation, where their journey seemed much shorter than it logically should have been, or electronic malfunctions that can't be easily explained. This theory, while lacking concrete scientific backing, does align with some of the phenomena reported in the Bermuda Triangle, such as compass anomalies and sudden disorientations. The lost city of Atlantis is a legend that has been told for centuries. Plato first mentioned it in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, describing it as a powerful and advanced kingdom that sank into the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune. Some theorists propose that the ruins of Atlantis lie at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle. They believe that the energy or technology of this ancient civilization might still be active, causing magnetic anomalies that disrupt navigation instruments of passing vessels. There have been claims of underwater formations resembling city streets and pyramids, which further fuel the belief in Atlantis's connection to the Bermuda Triangle. While no definitive evidence has been found to validate this claim, the allure of an ancient, advanced civilization influencing modern-day events remains an enticing explanation for many. When investigating the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, one theory that has garnered significant attention over the years is the possibility of a magnetic anomaly existing within this stretch of the North Atlantic Ocean. But what exactly does this entail, and how might it be connected to the unexplained disappearances? At its core, Earth is a vast, spinning magnet. The magnetic field it generates extends out into space and wraps around our planet. This invisible shield, often referred to as the magnetosphere, not only protects Earth from solar radiation but also plays a pivotal role in navigation. For centuries, sailors have relied on compasses, tools that align with the Earth's magnetic field to determine direction. Pilots of aircraft also use magnetic compasses as a part of their navigation toolkit. Now, it's essential to note that the magnetic north indicated by compasses isn't static. It doesn't align perfectly with the geographical North Pole. The difference between the two is called magnetic declination, and it varies by location. In some parts of the world, the declination is more significant than in others. The Bermuda Triangle is said to be one such region where these magnetic variations are especially pronounced. Moreover, it has been suggested that there might be magnetic anomalies within the triangle regions where the magnetic field behaves unpredictably. If true, this could lead to compasses giving false readings, potentially leading ships and aircraft astray. An unexpected shift in direction, especially in a region known for its unpredictable weather and strong currents, could spell disaster for unprepared travelers. Within the Bermuda Triangle, there's a unique spot called the agonic line. At this location, true north and magnetic north align, meaning there's zero magnetic declination. Historically, the agonic line did pass through the Bermuda Triangle, but it has been shifting westward over the years. For sailors and aviators unaware of this phenomenon or not compensating for it, navigation could become problematic. It's worth noting that in today's age of advanced electronics and satellite-based GPS systems, reliance on magnetic navigation alone has decreased. However, magnetic anomalies can still potentially interfere with electronic equipment. A significant magnetic disturbance could disrupt onboard systems, impair communication devices, or affect other critical instruments. Exploring the theory of magnetic anomalies provides a scientific lens through which we can attempt to understand some of the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. While it may not account for all the disappearances, it offers a tangible explanation that underscores the importance of understanding our planet's magnetic intricacies. The Bermuda Triangle, a swath of the Atlantic Ocean bound by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has long held a reputation as a zone where the inexplicable occurs. While the region itself is frequently traveled by ships and planes alike, it's the mysterious vanishings of some of these vessels that have captured the world's imagination. Starting from the early 20th century, stories began to emerge about vessels that ventured into the Triangle and never returned. Some of these incidents have become legendary, making their mark in maritime and aviation lore. These are not mere tales, they are supported by evidence, eyewitness accounts, and sometimes distress signals. The case of the USS Cyclops remains one of the most puzzling. A massive naval ship, the Cyclops was no small dinghy. With a length of over 540 feet and the capability to carry over 10,000 tons, the vessel was one of the largest of its time. In March 1918, while it was transporting manganese ore from Brazil to Baltimore, the Cyclops and its 306 crew members and passengers disappeared. What's particularly perplexing is that the ship never sent out a distress signal and no wreckage was ever found. Its disappearance remains the single largest loss of life in US naval history, not directly involving combat. Another haunting story from the Bermuda Triangle is that of Flight 19. In December 1945, a squadron of 5 US Navy bombers embarked on a routine training mission. The flight's instructor, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, had several years of experience under his belt, and the weather conditions were deemed suitable for training. However, as the mission progressed, something went amiss. Radio transmissions indicated that Taylor was convinced they were flying in the wrong direction. His compass readings seemed to malfunction. Despite attempts to direct the squadron back home, all contact was eventually lost. A search mission was immediately launched with a PBM Mariner aircraft. In an even more baffling twist, this rescue plane, known to its crew as a flying gas tank for its propensity to catch fire, also disappeared. The subsequent search operation, one of the largest air and sea searches to that date, failed to find any trace of the 6 aircraft and 27 men. These are but a couple of instances from a list that spans decades. Commercial airlines, yachts, cargo ships, and even private planes have been lost in this region. The chilling factor in most of these disappearances is the lack of a distress signal. In many cases, the weather was clear and the pilots or crew experienced. The suddenness with which these vessels vanished, often without a trace, lends a sense of the eerie and inexplicable to the Bermuda Triangle's reputation. The Bermuda Triangle, while often associated with mysterious disappearances and age-old legends, also has a captivating natural environment that might hold clues to some of its enigmas. 2 noteworthy elements come into play when scientists and researchers study the region: the distinctive underwater topography and the presence of methane hydrates. The ocean floor within the Bermuda Triangle is a mosaic of varying terrains. It's not just a vast, flat expanse, but rather a complex structure of deep-sea trenches, underwater mountains, and expansive plains. One of the most notable features is the Puerto Rico Trench, which is the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean, with depths exceeding 8,600 meters. Such trenches and abysses can create a myriad of oceanic currents and eddies. These can be challenging for ships, especially if unexpected. For aircraft, if a plane were to crash into these deep and rugged terrains, the retrieval of wreckage would be incredibly challenging, which could contribute to the perception of vanishing vessels and planes. There's also the factor of underwater seismic activity. Earthquakes can and do occur in the region, and with them come the potential for tsunamis or rogue waves, both of which can pose severe risks to vessels caught unaware. Beneath the ocean floor, vast deposits of methane hydrates lie dormant. These are essentially crystalline structures that trap methane gas within, kind of like a cage. Under specific conditions, often related to underwater disturbances or shifts, these hydrates can destabilize and release massive amounts of methane gas. When this gas reaches the surface, it can decrease the density of water. Imagine a ship sailing through a regular patch of the ocean, and suddenly it finds itself in an area where the water isn't dense enough to support the vessel's weight. The ship could, theoretically, sink rapidly. For aircraft flying above, large methane releases can also be problematic. If an airplane were to fly through a methane bubble, the gas could potentially stall the engines. Moreover, the sudden release of methane into the atmosphere could create atmospheric turbulence or other anomalies that might disorient pilots or affect flight instruments. The presence of these methane hydrates and their potential for sudden release is backed by science. Studies have shown that there are indeed significant deposits in areas of the Bermuda Triangle, and the hypothesis of methane release provides a plausible, natural explanation for some of the reported incidents. In examining the Bermuda Triangle, it's essential to remember that while legends and folklore often dominate the narrative, the natural environment itself has its own set of captivating tales to tell. By understanding the role of underwater topography and the dynamics of methane hydrates, we get a glimpse into the tangible yet often overlooked facets of this famed region. Nestled in the shadow of the Sajama volcano in Bolivia, a vast series of intricate lines span the landscape, crisscrossing and converging in patterns that have puzzled researchers for years. The Sajama lines, often overshadowed by the famed Nazca lines of Peru, cover an astonishing 22,000 square kilometers, dwarfing their Nazca counterparts both in size and age. These geoglyphs are not simple straight lines, but complex designs, pathways and geometric patterns, suggesting an organized and purposeful effort. What's even more striking is the sheer precision and dedication that went into crafting these lines. They were meticulously created by scraping away the dark oxidized rock surface to reveal the lighter soil beneath. But the big question remains, why were they made? While some theories suggest they were ancient pathways or part of religious ceremonies, their true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. The local Aymara people have lived in the region for generations and have their interpretations of the lines, which include ancestral symbols and pathways to sacred sites, yet without definitive historical records or similar ancient references. The true nature and intent behind the vast geoglyphs of the Sajama lines remain one of the great enigmas of South American archaeology. The Etruscans, a vibrant and influential civilization, once thrived in the region that's now modern-day Tuscany and parts of Umbria in Italy. They were artists, engineers, and merchants, leaving behind exquisite artifacts and grand burial tombs, indicative of a society rich in culture and sophistication. But among the remnants of this once thriving civilization lies a lingering mystery: their unique language. While many inscriptions and texts in the Etruscan language have been discovered, our understanding remains superficial. The Etruscans adopted a variant of the Greek alphabet, allowing us to pronounce the words, but comprehending the true meaning is another matter altogether. Despite numerous attempts at decipherment, large portions of the language stay elusive. We've discerned names, some religious words, and elements of grammar, but comprehensive texts remain frustratingly just out of grasp. The mystery is deepened by the Etruscans' historical significance. They played crucial roles in the development of Roman civilization, influencing its art, culture, and even religion. The fact that we cannot fully understand their language creates a significant gap in our comprehension of ancient Mediterranean history. Without a Rosetta Stone type artifact or a more considerable bilingual text, the secrets of the Etruscan language might remain locked away. A testament to an ancient civilization that still whispers its enigmas to the modern world. Nestled deep within the Bayan-Kara Ula Mountains on the border between China and Tibet, a discovery in 1938 captivated the world. An expedition led by Dr. Chi Pute uncovered a series of cave tombs, and within them a collection of stone discs reminiscent of modern-day phonograph records. These became known as the Dropa stones. Measuring about 12 inches in diameter, each stone had a continuous spiral groove, originating from the center and spiraling outwards. When analyzed, these grooves were found to be tiny hieroglyphs, inscriptions of an unknown origin. The story deepened when the narrative of the hieroglyphs was purportedly deciphered years later, suggesting a tale of a spacecraft that crashed in the region 12,000 years ago. The inhabitants of that ship, called the Dropa, found themselves stranded on Earth, unable to return to their home planet. The implications were sensational, hinting at ancient extraterrestrial contact. However, concrete evidence remains elusive. While some believe the Dropa stones are genuine artifacts showcasing an ancient alien encounter, others argue they might be a hoax or a misinterpretation of natural geology. The stones themselves have become elusive, with many supposedly held in private collections, away from public view or further study. Their origin, meaning, and significance remain enigmatic, providing tantalizing hints but no concrete answers. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799, is often hailed as one of archaeology's most significant finds. Before its discovery, the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic script was an indecipherable code, lost to time. But the Rosetta Stone provided the critical key to unlocking it, bridging a link between the modern world and ancient Egypt. This slab of granodiorite, found near the town of Rashid in the Nile Delta, bore a decree issued in 196 BCE, written in 3 scripts: ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and ancient Greek. The beauty of the stone was the content. Each script essentially said the same thing. Scholars, particularly Jean-François Champollion, realized they could use the known Greek text as a reference to decode the mysterious hieroglyphs. The process was challenging, requiring intense study, cross-referencing, and the piecing together of linguistic patterns. But by 1822, Champollion announced his decipherment of the first few lines of the hieroglyphs, and with continued work, the ancient Egyptian language opened up like a book. For the first time in over a millennium, we could read the words of the pharaohs, the stories of priests, and the tales of everyday citizens, breathing life into a civilization that had long passed. The Rosetta Stone, now housed in the British Museum, stands as a testament to human perseverance and the enduring desire to connect with our past. In a world of ancient stories and mysteries, perhaps none has captured the imagination as fervently as the tale of the lost city of Atlantis. Originating from the writings of the ancient philosopher Plato in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced kingdom that existed about 9,000 years before his time. According to Plato, Atlantis was a naval power lying in front of the Pillars of Hercules, and in a single day and night of misfortune sank into the ocean, disappearing forever. The story has been a subject of intrigue, debate, and a myriad of interpretations. Was Plato's description purely allegorical, meant to deliver a philosophical message, or was he documenting a genuine historical truth, a tale passed down through the ages? Over the centuries, various explorers, historians, and enthusiasts have proposed different locations for Atlantis, ranging from the Mediterranean Sea to the Caribbean and even as far as Antarctica. Yet, despite countless theories, no definitive evidence has been found to pinpoint the existence or exact location of this lost city. In the early 20th century, divers off the coast of the Greek island Antikythera stumbled upon a shipwreck that harbored an object unlike any other from the ancient world: the Antikythera mechanism. This intricate assembly of bronze gears and dials, encased in a wooden box, dates back to the 2nd century BCE and has baffled researchers with its sophistication. Detailed studies, particularly in the last few decades, have shown that this device is an ancient analog computer. The mechanism was designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for astrological and calendrical purposes, showcasing an astonishing understanding of celestial mechanics. Some believe it was also used to track the 4-year cycle of athletic games in ancient Greece. The Antikythera mechanism remains a testament to the advanced scientific knowledge and engineering prowess of the ancient Greeks. Its existence raises an intriguing question. What other technological marvels from antiquity might still be waiting to be discovered? And how did such a technologically advanced device come into being during an age when such complexity was thought to be impossible? Nestled within the vast expanse of the Indus Valley, one finds the remnants of Mohenjo-daro, an ancient urban center that thrived around 2500 BCE. This city, whose name translates to the Mound of the Dead Men in Sindhi, stands as a testament to a sophisticated civilization that remains largely enigmatic. The city's layout reveals an astute understanding of urban planning, with well-ordered streets and distinct residential and administrative sectors. What truly astonishes historians and archaeologists alike is the city's advanced infrastructure. Mohenjo-daro boasted a complex water management system, including wells and a network of covered drains, showcasing an understanding of sanitation and hydroengineering that was unparalleled for its time. One of the city's most iconic structures is the Great Bath, a large pool that was possibly used for ritualistic or communal purposes. Despite its architectural wonders, many aspects of Mohenjo-daro remain shrouded in mystery. Why did this advanced civilization decline? What purpose did the various seals and artifacts found throughout the city serve? And most intriguingly, what language did its inhabitants speak? And what wisdom is locked behind their undeciphered script? Journey to the arid plains of southern Peru, and you'll be greeted by an enigmatic spectacle, the Nazca lines. These enormous geoglyphs, spanning several miles, were etched into the ground by the ancient Nazca people between 500 BCE and 500 CE. The designs are varied, ranging from simple geometric patterns to intricate depictions of animals like hummingbirds, spiders, and monkeys. Their sheer scale and precision are baffling, especially considering that their creators would not have been able to view them from above. This has led to a plethora of theories about their purpose. Some historians believe the Nazca lines had astronomical significance, aligning with celestial bodies or marking solstices. Others speculate they were part of elaborate rituals to appeal to deities for water and fertility in an unforgiving desert landscape. One of the most intriguing aspects of these geoglyphs is how they have persisted for millennia. The region's dry climate and infrequent rain have played a part, but so too has the Nazca people's ingenuity. They created the lines by removing the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles to reveal the light-colored earth beneath, and the depth of the lines protects them from winds. A combination of nature and human foresight has preserved these ancient messages, waiting for us to fully unravel their mysteries. And as always, I hope you enjoyed our video. Thanks for watching.